Hi, hello, my little turtle doves. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Mindy, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Hello. Before we get into the craft today, I just want to say that there is a bit of an update around the 6 minute 15-second mark. Okay, bye. This past weekend, yes, I went to a concert where I made these little shrimp keychains and I handed them out. I've done it before at a King Gizzard concert. I handed out lizard keychains. This time I did shrimp. And I've got another concert I'm going to in about 2 days, and I don't have anything, but it's so fun to hand them out or trade that I absolutely have to make something to take to this one. So I think I'm going to, I've got a little bit of like magnet left, magnet backing, I guess. So I'm gonna see if I can make some little magnets to pass out. I don't know like how online you guys are, but there was a Reddit post a couple weeks back about a man absolutely irate that people pass stuff out at concerts. I think he was mostly upset about people just giving other people plastic. And I totally understand where he's coming from. But if you don't want it, then just don't take it. Anyways, I'm going to have to carry these around, and I don't want just like loose magnets in my pocket. So I found this little jar that I have. I think it had paper clips in it. So I'm going to try to make the magnets about, a little bit smaller than here so I can carry them around. I was trying to see what shape would be best. Originally, I had started out with some circles, but the only circle that I have is like it's just a bit too small. And it's hard to cut like a perfect circle shape. So I found this from my lemonade, and it makes octagons. And that it's definitely bigger. It fits. I think it's a cooler shape. So I'm going to make a few hexagons on this paper here, and that will be my next step. I have traced a few of the octagons. I did start with them connected, but I figured like if I'm painting, I don't want the paint to kind of go over into another one if that's not really the design I'm looking for. So I started to space them out a bit more. Um, and I'm going for a design kind of similar to this. I've been getting their videos recommended to me a lot. I really like this style. I like the little quotes in the middle. I think I'm going to do song lyrics instead of like affirmation quotes. Um, but I am not super good with watercolor. I did my 31 days of Inktober. The backing of all of them is in watercolor. And I noticed that maybe it's the set I have, or I don't know if all watercolor is like this, but if you rub it, it starts to come off. And I don't love that. So while this is watercolor paper, I think I'm going to use acrylic paint. I'm very familiar and comfortable with that. So I'm going to use those. And while I am painting these, I'm going to be listening to the band so I can pull some lyrics that I like. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to hear it because I don't want to get a copyright strike, but I will just come back and see you again once that is done. Alrighty, so I was trying some different ideas out before I started to do the bulk of them. I really like this one down here with the flower. I think that's really cute. I did like this polka dot one, but as I was moving around, I think a paper smushed on top of it. And that does look really cool, but it's messed up my piece here. I'm a sucker for the swipe, and this was too much to do. So I think I'm going to make a few more flowers and then maybe some swipe ones. I think my space is too crowded and it's impeding my judgment because what are we doing? What is this? I'm gonna have to make some more octagons. As I was kind of cutting out the ones that I wanted to keep, I realized that I actually like don't have that much magnet. So I might be able to just use what I have. So I kind of tried to lay them out, and I think I can make eight. And I have three, six, and then I don't know. I kind of like this one, so I kind of like this one. So that's seven, and then eight. I have a plan for this one, so I think I'm just going to keep it blank for now. But it looks like I might not need to make any more. Just stick with what I have and then um, do the next step. But I need to let these dry before I try to write on them. So I will see you in a bit. It is the next day. The paint has dried, and I actually already wrote the lyrics on it. So let me just show you what we got. We have this one. I like this one. Um, Here is one of the flower ones. Yeah, so these are really easy to make. I made eight, nine, kind of, in less than 24 hours. I will say that it did feel pretty rushed. And I know that's because like I could have planned a little bit better, but making the YouTube videos kind of, it just feels rushed anyways. Like I film on Mondays and Tuesdays, I edit Wednesdays, I upload Thursdays. I guess I have like the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to just kind of see how that's going, make any changes to like thumbnails or captions or this, that, or the other. Um, but I just don't know like how sustainable it is to be uploading weekly for what I'm doing. I've got like really fun, big ideas that I want to do, but simply just can't do that in a week's time. So I think I'm going to need to push it from every week to every other week. It's not something that I'm super thrilled about. I feel like I've put a lot of effort into staying consistent, but I'm not seeing any returns on that. The last video I uploaded, I thought it would do well. Only got 2 views, two, uh, and unfortunately, just posting over on TikTok, my videos are getting thousands of views. So if you want to see me still, I'm over there literally every day. And I will just have to, I don't know the right words. Um, I guess in order to continue to put out the quality long form content that I want to do, I can't do it weekly. It's just not going to work. Um, So thank you so much for sticking with me today. Thanks for sticking with me for all of them. Like I said, if you want to see me more, I post literally every day on TikTok. The short form content is just so super easy to create and upload. So that's where I'll be mostly. But I'm not done here. Like I said, I've got big ideas and I do want to do them. I just can't do them as frequently as I'm trying. Um, so, yeah, thanks so much for sticking around, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye bye.